Hey there, hope you guys are doing fine. I'm doing fine, and for today we're going to do a couple of things. And that flying thing, how does it even get up into the sky? I'm not sure. So the last time we have been building this little factory down there, we have been doing something with the panels at the dam, which was a really cool idea. And for today, what I would like to do is probably ending up making a factory right down here, which is going to keep something in mind for the future, which I would like to build right down here, because we are going to need to actually get the conveyor belt upgraded, and then we can actually max out the factory where we build all of this beautiful steel stuff. But there are some things that I have been thinking about, but more about that in a second. I just want to say, if you guys have any tips, tricks, ideas, then let me know down below in the comment section. But if you don't know what to comment, but you still want to help out the channel, then you can always leave one of these emojis. Alright, so the thing here is, we have been unlocking phase 2. Now we need to complete phase 3 also. This guy right down here is going to need to make 2500 of these beam-like things, the framework. And we are going to need to have a lot of modular frames. Now I can craft these with the hand at my hub station. It's taking a lot of work. And I have been thinking I might need to, have a lot more of that at some point anyways. So that's why I want to build a small factory down here that is going to build these modular frames. We still have a couple of mines left at the back at this cliffside down there. We could transport some of that good stuff until here. There is also another thing that I would like to do, and that is already do something with the steel factory. Because I have been thinking, even though I cannot max out the machines because I'm going to need to have a conveyor belt, I can already set it up on such a way that it at least is making something. Because I've been looking at the hub upgrades, and I'm going to need to have some stuff that is not being made. So for example, we're going to need to go to the oil processing, because oil, I believe, is one of the things. Right down here. Maybe for this heavy modular frame, which we're going to need to make in order to unlock this Mark IV, is going to need to have mind what I was just saying. I thought this thing needed plastic, but apparently those are screws. But nonetheless, we're going to need to work towards this guy, and in order to work towards this guy, we're going to need to have a lot of these guys. For this, we're going to need to have something too, which I'm going to need to take a look on how to unlock that. Yeah, so I'm going to need to unlock this guy, which does means that I'm going to need to have plastic. Alright, so stuff and things. So we got a lot of work to do to finally unlock the Mark IV, which will bring up 480 resources per minute, which is super duper nice. So with other words, I want to have this guy, and there was also another thing that I'm going to need. Let's take a little look at that. So I'm not completely sure why I'm running all the way here. Maybe because this guy is already here. So we're going to have this, which, I'm not going to get 24 per minute. I explained it all the last time, so I'm going to skip that. And then I'll guess it's this framework. Yeah, smart plating. I really don't need right now, because I got 2 or maybe even 2.5 containers filled up with all of that stuff. But this guy is the only thing besides that which I don't have. Now we have also automated wiring. I can understand maybe at some point we need that, maybe for the Mark IV conveyor belt. But this stuff right now is something that I need. And at 24 per minute, we can just take a little look at what one of these smelters is at least making for now, and just already start making some of the stuff. So this guy is making the half of it, just a little below the half. So at least let's set it up and let's make some of that stuff, right? Now the only thing I am going to need to lower for a bit, which I noticed the last time, is the production of crystal, silica, and the gold wiring, because there is so much of that stuff coming onto the conveyor belt that the conveyor belt wouldn't be able to handle if I will also add 2 more production, which I'm also referring to the thing that I got on top. It's now for 14. I'm going to need to automate that. It will be a lot easier than, you know, try to mess around the whole time with that. So in this case, I think the most smartest thing what I can do right down here is set this to the half. So I know, set it to the half, thank you, enter. So I know that I'm going to need to add the half to it to bring it back to what it was, something like that. I just leave the power cord in here. I think that would be a very smart idea. The half of 18 is, I believe, 7, right? No, 5 plus 4 is 9. Thank you. So we just make 9 per minute, and yeah, that will also count for that. Let's go to the other factory. I didn't use a calculator this time, so I was using my brains. Like I said last time, I can use my brains on things. It needs to be very, you know, tricky if I really need the calculator, but I should be less lazy, right? And just use my brains. I'm not very good at math though, but that's not an excuse to try it at least. Now I do wish, and I'm thinking of it, that you can add like a smart splitter system, which will give you some kind of an option. But look at this, like, do I really need a lot of that? Can I not just, for now, disconnect the conveyor belt and just not even get some of this? Well, let's just do that. Let's just disconnect it for now and let's send everything to the sink. I think that would be a smart idea since I got like so much of this stuff. Let's just take a bunch of this and just put it in the storage area. Now, I've also been thinking to actually stream this game on Wednesday. Now, there are also Wednesdays which my girlfriend would like to watch a movie, but I can also try to, you know, put it up for... Ooh, it's already fall. For Thursday or something. So I'm just gonna drop all of this in here except for... let's say, do I really need that much? I mean, I got a storage area filled with that stuff. Alright, so this will all be sent to the sink, very good. And this will take care for a better flow. Alright, so that was the last one. And yeah, now we got at least a little bit of space to, you know, add some more things to it. So that will be fine. I'm very happy with that. And so on and so on, I'm going to need to have a little bit of concrete. So what we set up right now is just for now. Later on, we can optimize the system. I do believe, could be, guy, it's an impure, but it doesn't have to mean like, oh, we're only going to get 30 per minute. We can also do a miner 2, which will cost 10 of those beams and 2 of these miners. And that should give us a little bit more. I think maybe it will crank it up to 60. Yeah, Wednesday stream. I'm thinking like, you know, I want to force myself also a little bit to, you know, do some off-camera work to say. And I'm like, you know, why not just stream? And what I mean with streaming is also have a chat with you guys, maybe share ideas, tips, tricks, and then, you know, we work onto the city because it's going to be a lot of work to keep up with stuff. And yeah, I think it will be fun. Just, you know, a little stream, and you guys, you know, might have something to share. Alright, so in this case, I believe I have set it up all the way towards the end. I'm thinking of it, I'm going to need to be really quick because I have not yet set up the storage area. So let's follow along and get indoors. And it comes in here, and here's the little setup. It's going to be made into concrete. Gets out here. Both of these are going to go in here. That is being set up. Comes out here, goes up and over, and then right there in the middle one, you know, in case we'd like to have another beam thing here. The other one will go, yeah, down here. No, I don't want to do that shit. Thank you very much. For some reason, the coal wasn't, you know, being transported properly. There was like a gap between it, and I found that a little bit strange because conveyor belt can do 270. The number of smelters I got is 270 total, Apparently there was one conveyor belt not updated, so it's very important to keep an eye out on that. Alright, so also need to keep in mind I got space for 2 more things. I think I would like to have the frame down here and the beam down here. So let's take a look. Right down here, and it's called a beam. Yep, industrial beam. Alright, so that is now set up, and I'm also, you know, just to be sure, put in frame. This guy is gonna go in here, just for now, whatever. It's okay. At least, you know, well, ooh, now I'm thinking about it. What shall we do with that? You know what? I think it's gonna be way more handier to do the modular frame, since I think this guy is a part of that guy, which makes this guy more superior than that guy, which basically means that that guy needs to go upstairs and this guy right downstairs. I think that will be better. So for now we can just save up these modular frames, or what will even be better, look at this, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What would even be better if we make these frameworks and send them directly to this beautiful right down here. That will make a little bit more sense, right? Okay, so modular frame is something I'm going to fix in a minute. Now I'm going to check. Yeah, I needed this stuff for that. Motors is actually being made. Anything else is just, yep, we have it. Wow, look at this. Okay, so in this case, we're just going to work then on the modular frame factory. So the beams can be saved up in storage. Then I guess it'll be time that we're going to unlock this oil stuff. Right? Was that oil? Yeah. Yeah, so we could do plastic, because what plastic we need for computers. Computers is what we need for this guy. Alright, we have a plan. Beautiful, beautiful. Do you really have to? While I'm just, you know, starting off recording, showing people what I've been doing for the last 2 days. Well, anyways, I just woke up like 2 hours ago, so my voice. I've been busy, yeah, like I wanted to say, 2 days ago with this build in order to make frame modules, so we can make automatically those frameworks, which on the right top just some have been added again. It is going to be a bit of a tour, but I'm going to try to do my best to show all of it, because I've been doing a lot. I mean, compare this building to what I did the last time. Of course, we have been doing that guy, and we have been doing some stuff at the dam though. But I think this is the biggest factory so far I've been building. I mean, we have this box down here, but it's not really, it's a box. This thing, look at all of the artistic details on this guy. So I just really tried to create something different to break off all of the plain stuff that I have right now onto this other building. I'm going to try to do my best once I'm going to stream tonight, also on other streams, to, you know, fill in the blank a little bit more, because we're going to need to do a lot of in this city. So yeah, I just, you know, make these poles out here, or these beams stick out of the building, and then just place like smaller wall pieces onto it. I like it though, and there is a reason why there's a gap between there and also a gap between there. Some of you may know, for the ones who doesn't know, it will be more clear into the future. Alright, let's just start at the start, right? Because that is where the magic happens. Now, I will also just show you that I've been making this road go up down there, and then it will go straight again onto the grass fields. Man, it's so satisfying once you just figure out how to make it like this. Yes, of course, maybe certain things, but yeah, it's fine how it is. So we can go up right here and then go that way. Beautiful, right? And I will also make like a checkpoint right around here. Maybe onto the stream I will, you know, unlock the blueprint build and try to make a checkpoint blueprint. Might be handy since I'm going to copy it all over the place. So here is the stuff coming out. I believe it's almost maxed out. I'm not going to show you all of the inside details, but basically this stuff down here is just enough to get 5 module frames per minute, and I'm going to need to have 3 per minute. So I got a little bit that can go to the storage area once the conveyor belt has been filled up, because it's a smart splitter which sends everything to the framework assembly, and then we have this overflow turned on. I think that is the best thing to do for right now. So I've been rearranging this conveyor belt from there to here because I wanted to have it connect up nicely into, you know, this big city. So it goes in here, and then I had to, you know, make my way go down. This down here, I want to make like a dummy building, since I'm going to hide these miners down here. I would swear, yeah, I can place another one there. I believe the conveyor belt is just high enough for that. Now indoors it is a little bit messy, but that's just the way it is, and I think it is fine. So I had to go underneath this conveyor belt and then go up. So this building has 2 entrances, and yes, there is rocky stuff. That's why I decided to add something up front to break it up a little bit. It is fine. That rock over there on the sidewalk will be gone anyways. There's a door at the end over there and a door here at the side. It was kind of a fun project because it was so messy. I needed to go up and down and all kinds of stuff. And by the look of it, I still need to add a railing on top, but that's something for later on. There's some blue space down here. I'm not sure just yet what I all want to add. Down here, it's very rocky. And when update 8 comes out, probably there might be some trees or bushes or whatever. And I think it's kind of, you know, like a fun indoors type of deal to have that. And just that's why I placed this railing around it. And I'm like, yeah, let's just accept it. Let's paint this building green. And the same goes for that. It is fine. So the iron ore comes in, goes here, and then split up into 3. The one on the right will be sent to make rods. The one in the middle will be sent to make plates, and the one to the left will be sent to make screws, and plates and screws is reinforced plating, and this is just how it looks. So there will be the rod. You can see the rods coming and then go around the corner. This is for the plating. It goes right in there, as you can see. And yeah, for the screws goes to the smelter down here, goes around the corner, and then goes to the machine. I will just give a closer look at it in a minute. So right down here we have one way to go up, and then we have another room for whatever, right? It doesn't matter for now what. I still have 2 entrances for whatever. You can place something here, and then we have a door here to a beautiful balcony area with some artistic little things. I'm not sure if this is going to stay here. It depends on, you know, stuff in the future. And yeah, there's another door here. And let me just first show you the back. Just, you know, actually very simple. Some walls, windows. And down here it looks like that. I decided that I wanted to go through this building, get into that building, rather than make another building right down here. I don't want to make the city too widespread. I wanted to go small, cozy, and very high. In the future I might just build some more high stuff, but more for fun. Down here there's another very big space for some more stuff. And yeah, this is the other stairways for that. Walkway, better to say. This is the whole setup right down here. It is what you call spaghetti, and I don't mind. I like it. I just like to cram in stuff, go up and over and hop and this and that. And I mean, I could have just set stuff up on such a way that I didn't have to do that, but it's fine as it is. It's very roomy in here. And yeah, this is, you know, here with those containers with some storage. I will show you that in a second because I've changed that also. There's a lot going on that side. I really enjoyed doing this project, taking my time with it. So right down here we have another piece of rock. I hope for some trees. I can't remember if they were there. This one is the general conveyor belt, you know, where the silica pearls and that kind of stuff go onto it. Comes from that area. And then near here is where the module frames will pop out. We'll go along. You can see I've been doing some stuff down here. They go along. Two are just popping up right down there. And I had to do a little swirly corner. That will go to the framework assembly line. Once this conveyor belt is filled up, any overflow will be sent that way towards the storage area. And I'm thinking of it, I'm going to get my butt to the storage area and, you know, give this stuff some space. So down here I thought, you know, it is time to make it look a little bit nice, even though it is in, you know, a back part of the factory, which is, it's a little bit like Portal, you know, you have like behind the scene type of deal. So this is just where it comes out here. And that is, well, I don't have to show it, but this is where it's come out in here. Yeah, it looks a lot better, you know, I don't have to jump around or whatnot. Also, this is just a lot better, you know, have it just closed off like that. Looks fine, right? So, then, let me think. I'm going to go to the back. That stuff. Anything else will be along the way. Just let me just get backstage in here, which will be like this. So right down here, there are two of these things coming out. It's a little bit messy, but this one, you know, is the stuff that goes to the storage area, right? Now the one that comes underneath is the one that sent those module frames. And then it's sent out there, all the way over there, right? Later on, I believe this guy will send these frameworks towards the storage area if I have some more space, because and why I say later on is because at this moment it's not connected up. So down here, this bad boy is making the frameworks. Can I not just, that's a shame. So yeah, as you can see, this one is slowly but surely filling up more and more and more until it's full, and then the conveyor belt will be filled up until the smart splitter, and then stuff will be sent to the storage area, which is going to take a long while just yet. Yeah, this is all I could do for right now, because the modular frame assembly line can only do 5 max. Maybe I could crank it up, but I believe if I do it right down here, it just says 7 or whatever. It's like not much you can do. Later on, if I need like tons and tons of these things, I just, you know, need to set up something big. I've been thinking about it. Something big is going to need to be set up at some point. So for now, it comes out here, right? Goes up, and then down here is what I mean, like it is disconnected from the storage area. Once we have completed the objective on the right top, I will disconnect this guy and then disconnect it up, and it will go to the storage. It's very simple, right? This will be gone because I don't need that later on. Disconnect it up all the way down there, and then down here, and then goes up to the stuff. Look at this building, it's beautiful, right? So yeah, maybe here or there some billboards would really just break up some of the plain stuff, and yeah, I mean maybe some cars on the sidewalk, or is it glitchy, buggy? My OBS. Update 8, when it has been there for a little while, I will have it too, and then installing some mods. Maybe we can have like some trees on the sidewalk, or like push type of deal without having to try to aim it and drop it onto concrete things. And then here it's super simple, of course. It connects up into that thing, and I kind of noticed that this guy is not on grid at all. It will always go incline into it no matter what you do, but that it's fine. So that is the whole show. It's a lot. I've also been painting some of these extra, you know, the stuff like conveyor belt last night that wasn't painted and that kind of deal. And yeah, I'm happy. I can say right now that we are really back on track. Even though I've said we need to finish the steel factory, it couldn't happen anyway. So yeah, we're working on it. So what I'm going to do right now is just take a little look at the storage area, and you know, I've been talking for 30 minutes now, so then I'll guess that will be the episode. Maybe for the future what we can do, like when we build modular factories, or if you guys like to see more, I can also build some stuff on the stream, like existing things that we already have. So I you know, I want to keep the new stuff for this series, and then yeah, the existing stuff, like if we need to make another rod factory, like a gigantic one, we'll do that on stream. So this stuff is all extra that came out of the containers. I had a load more and I just had to put it into the sink. Same goes for that. And yeah, yeah, stuff like that. I was looking, do I have some space left? Like, it's all completely filled up, right? This guy is left. That's the only one. So I have to be very careful, because this one will be for the modular frame, right? That means that the framework needs to go upstairs. So sooner or later we will do upstairs. And I'm going to need to be smart. Like, I make use of smart splitters. It can handle one perfectly, but I don't think it can handle two. The traffic might be a little bit too much. But then again, I seen off Blue Kraken Gaming YouTube channel. Well, it's a bit of a channel like I have with subscribe accounts. He was busy with conveyor belt number 5 though, and 3 is 270, 4 is 480, then I'm gonna guess 5 is like 6 something or whatever. And I'm also going to keep in mind, the more expensive products you make, the lesser you will produce in once. Like modular frame, it's just 5. Frameworks, it's just 3. Like, it's not going to be a whole busy traffic, right? I'm going to think about that, and yeah, it's good that I check this stuff out. So in this case, I will do a stream tonight, 8 p.m. CET. I'm going to test and see if you guys really would like that. It's just for a talk, it's just for sharing ideas, just do some stuff onto the city. You know, if any new players come on and they want to see like how do I make like these incline, like these bendy roads or whatever, I can just show it. Okay, this one is here already, so that means it's filled up. Very good. Alright, one of the things that I am really going to need is this guy. 100 modular frames, which I can make. This stuff isn't too bad, that stuff. Ooh, okay, select milestone. I'm just going to